Well, a very good morning to you from North Hobart Oval. It's the biggest day for women's footy in southern Tasmania as we are broadcasting live for the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property SFLW. The Southern Footy League women's competition comes alive today for the last game in September, the last game of the season. The crowd's starting to stream in here at North Hobart. We're up for a good game. My name's Tubes Taylor, a pleasure to have your company. It's the Claremont Magpies taking on the Hutchins Lions in the Div2 Grand Final. And there they are. The Hutchins Lions were there, and now we've got the Magpies. There's their beloved coach, Cam Duffy, putting the last few words into a few of their charges as they get ready. Undefeated this season, the Claremont Magpies. And they take on a young Hutchins Lioness mob who are fired up and ready to go. As I said, my name's Tubes Taylor from Triple M Breakfast with Kaz and Tubes on Triple M and 107.3 on your FM dial here in southern Tasmania. Good morning to you, Erin Shivers, my co-commentator today.
Good morning, Tubes.
Great to have your company. Of course, you are the coach of the University Rainbows. Unfortunately, met their demise a little earlier in the season. Made finals.
Absolutely, yeah, we finished 5th, so we're okay with that. I mean, further along is what we were after, but we're okay with making finals.
What are you expecting today?
I think today is a bit of a tale of two different sides. We've got an experienced, level-headed, older hat, I guess, in Claremont, and we've got a young, quick, play-on, fast-running, full of confidence Hutchins. So could go either way today.
Let's cross to Caitlin Barry, our Master of Ceremonies, for the acknowledgement of country.
Taking on Hutchins in the Division 2 Grand Final. Claremont are coached by Cameron Duffy and team manager is Reagan Fuchs. Hutchins, coached by Scott Harris, team manager is Georgia Morris. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please be upstanding for an acknowledgement of country followed by the national anthem. We acknowledge the Muwinina, or the traditional and original owners of the land upon which today's game will be played. We recognise their continuing connection to the water, land and culture and pay our respects to their elders past and present. We acknowledge the numerous Aboriginal players who have played the game at all clubs, together with those of Aboriginal descent playing in today's game. Could you please remove your headwear and be upstanding for the Australian National Anthem?
Oh, that gives you tingles, doesn't it? We're about to get started for the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property SFLW Grand Final. Wasn't it nice to see the smiles on the faces of the Hutchins Lionesses there? They are just absolutely stoked to be here. They'll be fired up and ready to go. As you said, a tale of two sides here, Erin.
Absolutely, and don't forget Hutchins won a flag a few years ago in the Division 3, so there's a number of players out there for both sides who have played on the big stage before and come away with the dangly. So, you know, there's not sort of a team there that hasn't had this experience before.
Absolutely, and look at the Hutchins Lionesses there as we move over to the Claremont Magpies. There they are, very much going to look forward to going back to back too. Doesn't happen very often, Shiv.
No, winning a flag is sort of the special bit, but if you can go back to back, that's something else. They've certainly been the benchmark of Div2 this year for sure.
They most certainly have. My name's Tubes Taylor, joined by Erin Shivers here for your commentary for today's LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property SFLW Grand Final. The Div2 competition has been tightly run this year. It's been a great comp.
I think having 11 sides, while initially it felt really large, it gave opportunity for every club to have a really good hit out each and every week, and we didn't play everyone twice, so you kind of didn't know who you were up against week on week, which was really exciting.
Let's talk about the road to get here for Claremont. They've been undefeated all season. They absolutely smashed New Norfolk last week to earn their right to play in the grand final, whereas Hutchins played at Signet. Despite being second on the ladder, there was a little bit of furore about that, but they went down to Signet and gave Signet a bit of a bath last week.
Absolutely, and credit to Hutchins too. The club organised a bus down there, and their men's playing group and their supporters all jumped on the bus and had a huge showing down at Signet. So I reckon that helped rallying around them and get them over the line last week. Looks like there's some Silly Sunday coming in through the gates at the moment, as I'm just trying to figure out who that is over there. It might be the... Oh, I can't quite see. But look at the... Look at some of the costumes. They've all come as golfers. That's really... Oh, is it Lauderdale, I wonder? I've heard Lauderdale's theme. No, it's Lindisfarne. Oh, yes. I think it's Lindisfarne, because there's cheese. Well, that's Sarah Eichen from the Union front there, but she doesn't belong to them. All right, let's get it on. Oh, we must acknowledge too John Hayes, who's in the goals at the... I think he's at the Horry-Gorringe end. He is for his 1,000th game. Unbelievable achievement. 1,000 games of footy as the grand final is on. Badnack against Macaulay. Can't get it out. Cavaretta's down on hands and knees. Somehow she gets out. Go over for a handball, and they move it forward through Crawford. First inside forward 50 for the Lions. Matty Blackburn's going to get there first. Coming out to meet the footy is Ward. Ward gathers the footy and just gets a clearing kick here. Of course, Ward goes again. Diving on the footy was Purdon.
Out the back, another clearing kick. Cavaretta, one to watch. She's tackled without the footy, and the umpire saw it. It'll be a free kick going to the Lions.
Good start for Hutchins. Nice and quick out of the centre. That's what they're going to want.
Of course, we've got the medalist, the Cara Brook medalist, running around out there. Nat Smedley, the number 21, as the Lionesses try to break a few tackles. Was that holding the footy? No. Rush kick off the ground. Now it's dangerous. Pushed off it by Corrie. Was the player there in Ross. Now a rushed kick again. Scooping the ball up was Lauren Johnston. She's been busy early down there. Ward. Cavaretta sends the ball deep inside forward 50. It bounces inside the play and now out of bounds for a ball in.
Hutchins will be really happy with that initial passage of play, I would have thought. They're going to want to run on quick. They're going to want to play on and just make their forwards work and earn it. And I think they've done really well there.
Boundary throw in. Tap one down by Hollingsworth. Hutchins Lionesses, Middleton Miller gets absolutely smoked in a tackle by Curtis in the stack hat. Curtis burrows in. Middleton Miller goes back and earns some more. And now it'll be a ball up.
Tough tackle there. Wasn't a lot of space. Curtis all over it.
Don't we love a stack hat here on the broadcast. Punched away. Curtis threw it away. Corrie. No, it wasn't Corrie at all. There's Corrie. Right on cue. Ward again. Gee, the Lionesses are just desperate to get their hands on a footy. This is good from the girls in the magenta.
It's very good. They look like they certainly want the yellow thing today, which is what they want to do.
Macaulay won it down. Stanford gathered the footy and then is gathered by two Lions. And they're attacking and pack early, the Hutchins Lionesses.
They absolutely are. Certainly hunting together, aren't they? And their wall along their 50 has locked it in.
Punched away here. Nice work by Crawford. Middleton Miller gets met heavily by Rachel Duffy, who's a miracle story. Purdon dives on the footy and umpire circles. Let's just talk about Rachel Duffy. Broke her ankle.
She did. It was pretty nasty too.
9 weeks ago, and is back for her first game back. Desperate to get back into the side, and apparently has put in a monster of work to get back. So amazing.
Yeah, very much so.
Curtis tackled.
Lots and lots of his Duffy now. Lots of effort to get back in. Only just started contact training this week too, but has put in a mountain of work up until now.
Medley met hard. Middleton Miller's in there again. Gee, it's rough. It's hot in the kitchen.
Those tackles are tough out there. It's what you want from a grand final.
This is a good battle, Badenack and Macaulay. Two of the premier ruckmen in the competition. Out it comes for Smedley, met heavily. Diving on the ball was Sophie Jones. She's smashed in a tackle. Umpire circles ball up at centre half forward for the Lionesses.
Yeah, well, Alex is starting in the ruck, but you've got Rani floating around too, who's an absolute weapon ruck. So Hutchins have got a little bit up their sleeve.
Just struggling to get clear possession at the moment, as we expect in grand finals. We're only 3 3/4 minutes in. Badenack wins it down, tapped it towards her player, but Smedley gathers. Clearing ball, now a chance for Claremont as they get it forward through Saunders. Daniels, she's so dangerous. She puts it on the boot as this one rolls away the opposite side of the goals and out of bounds.
Claremont will consider that a win. It's deep in their forward 50. They'll be able to now lock it in and see if they can create a bit of magic down there.
Well, this is where they do their work, isn't it? Saunders will take the ruck up against Badenack. We've got Macaulay, a kick behind play, as well as Kelly Smith for the Claremont Magpies. Just setting up a wall. Duffy's there as well. They've got numbers around the footy though, Hutchins, but the clearing kick will be dangerous as bending one back was Horn. Right to the top of the square. Clearing kick from Garrett is okay. Now it's a foot race. Who's going to get there first? Is it Leach? No. Garrett kept running with strength. Boofed someone off the ball. We'll see a free kick because between the two 50s.
Yeah, last touch rule. So if it comes from a clearance and it goes out of bounds, it's a free kick between the two 50s.
Maybe should have been a free kick to
Saunders.
Saunders there, yeah. Now a chance as Jones gets it on the boot down towards Purdon. Can't quite. That's Stanford. Gathered, clearing ball. Badenack scooped it up. Oh, that's a throw. According to the umpire, it'll be a free kick going the way of Saunders.
Bit fumbly there, Hutchins. They're normally a bit cleaner off the ground there, but a little bit fumbly. Could be that early nerves.
Now, tell us about Ashton Saunders.
So Ashton Saunders is a terrific pickup for Claremont this year. She played the majority of her footy down at the South East Suns and picked a club that was closer to home. Travelling to Surrey was a bit hard for her.
Kick's not going to make the journey. Oh, strong at the front of the pack. That was Bridie Horn. Can't pay it unless they're marked. If you drop it, air it. As we'll see a ball up here. 25 metres out from the face of goal. Slight angle for the Claremont Magpies. Badenak wins it down. Smedley. Oh, just a little toey there. That's Smedley.
I wonder whether some of those little nerves for those fumbles.
We'll see them
It's
come.
dry footy.
It is dry for the time being. We're going to get rain later? Maybe.
Supposed to.
Quick rushed kick from the Lionesses. It'll work out okay. Oh, call, collected high and play on was the call. Gee, the peanut gallery guy berserk. Maskell got away with no free kick there, unfortunately. Quick rushed forward by Midgley. Maskell again out towards Duffy. Laid the tackle hard on Blackman, and we'll see another ball up.
A bit stiff there.
Yeah, that was a look at this. Got a straight around the throat.
Yeah, a bit stiff.
Wrestling stuff. Macaulay down to Cavaretta. Rushed kick to Grass. Bouncing ball just through Stanford's hands. Then Corrie picks it up and throws it on the boot. It's rushed. It's pushed away by the defenders. Cavaretta again got her kick just. Stanford, Smedley, come at it, attack the footy hard and pushing the back. Free kick going to Jones.
Hutchins are just looking for meterage today by the looks of things. On the boot quick, get it as far away as you can.
Yeah, love that. Maybe pushing the back there against Daisy Murphy. Couldn't quite. Little rush dinky kick from Hollingsworth. Picked up by Johnston. The pressure's been immense. Johnston gets a kick rushed again. Leach can't get there. Picked up and rushed forward again by Hollingsworth. It's a real scrappy affair at the moment. Macaulay with authority gathers the footy. Got a handball out and a rushed kick again goes forward for the Magpies. Here's a chance now as Davey has some clear space. Looks up and Garrett in the right spot. Happy to get it away. And the mark taken by Blackman.
You're playing in front there. You should always win the footy if you're up in front.
Gee, she puts in all day, every day, doesn't she, Katie Stanford? And unfortunately, she just tapped it on towards some Lionesses, and we'll see another ball up.
It's no easy possessions out there today, Tubes. They're earning every single one of them.
Davey just threw it up to Badenak. Badenak got wrapped up in a tackle by the Stackhat Curtis. And we'll see a ball up. Davey's so clever.
So clever.
Cavaretta throws it on the boot. They're moving the ball forward. The Lionesses, I think that was Botchell James. Strong mark taken by Midgley. Midgley's kick to grass, pushed off the ball. Well done, Curtis. Badenak again pushed off the footy. Handball's back. Nicely done. And operating the phone box there was Midgley. We'll see a boundary throw in.
Good pressure there from Ella Ross too, to rush that over the line.
We're now 9 minutes in with no score. Ball in. Macaulay again. Just stripped of it. Nicely done by Purdon. Threw it out. Kicked off the ground. Gee, it's really hot in the kitchen. Oh. And finally the umpire says, all right, Tubes, we understand your frustrations. We'll ball it up.
Just those bumps and stuff down there are heavy, aren't they?
They're tough. Badenak taps over the top. Purdon really riding everyone out there. It's just scrappy stuff at the moment. As Jones again caught with the footy, holding the ball.
She's been busy this already, Jones. Curtis amongst it.
Curtis has been very good. Had plenty of it too.
Absolutely.
She's got a free kick at centre wing. Thrown on the boot. Who's at home? Cavaretta.
A lot of magenta down there. Pushing back behind the footy.
That's a good kick too into space. Picked up though.
Oh,
That might have been Stanford who threw it away. It'll be a free kick to the Lionesses. I think this is Blackman. Long kick. Inside forward 50. Punch came over the top of Crawford. Crawford goes in. They'll be happy with a ball up here at the true centre half forward position.
absolutely. It's quite an arm wrestle early.
Cavaretta in the ruck. Little punch away by Smedley. Pushed off the footy was Clark. Cavaretta went back and got it. Got dumped in a tackle. Clark in again. Gee, they're trying hard. It's just a rolling maul at the moment. We might be back next week.
There is no space. No, we don't come back next week.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Saints supporter. That's sore point.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Shiv. Out the back here. Lauren Johnson's been busy.
Very busy.
Here's a chance now as Bottrell James scoops up a little handball to Jones. Jones into trouble here. Handball's over the top to Macaulay. Purdon trying hard. Stanford sitting on the footy. And another ball up.
Hutchins will be a bit disappointed, I reckon, from their early efforts. They weren't able to hit the scoreboard, but still plenty of footy to go.
I think the Magpies too have had their opportunities, but it's just been a really defensively minded game, hasn't it? Through fingertips here.
Has indeed. Not a bad brand of footy from either side to play that, but
Here's a chance now for the Lionesses as Crosby goes forward towards goal and smacks it
There
through the
it is.
middle.
first one well done.
Again, we'll go right back to that contest at centre half forward to take a look at how that came forward. They'll be absolutely delighted to get the first one on the board.
Some reward for effort there for Hutchins. They've had it in their half, I would have said, majority of this quarter. So a bit of a reward there.
So you can just see, this is excellent effort by Blackman. Throws it on the boot. And then Crosby at the back. She's kicked a number of goals. Threads the needle.
Trusting their pace and their ability to kick into space and trusting that their teammates will get there.
And John Hayes, in his 1000th game, just gave the old 2 fingers, and Hutchins are up, 1-6. Middleton Miller came hard. Cavaretta got a handball up. Only as far as Smith, who gave it off to Smedley. Now a chance inside forward 50 to get the quick response. Here's a handball over the top. Silky Daniels doesn't miss these.
Yeah, tough call there for...
Oh, yes, she does.
She did.
Oh,
She's not happy. Tough call there for
Neither
Molly
am I.
Garrett too. Do I stay? Do I go? What do I do?
gee. Now it comes through Parnham, who has a bounce if you don't mind. Long kick. Cavaretta ran into trouble, then went back and got the footy. Smedley, first real proper possession for her. Gee, that's a great contest. Well involved. Smith with a scoopy handball out to Curtis. Curtis throws it on the boot. Garrett underneath the footy. Daniels kicked off the ground and rolls out of bounds in front of Leach.
Yeah, Rani did really well there, but just not enough numbers in and around her to clear it out.
I often ask myself at times, is it my fault that Silky Daniels missed that goal? Because I said she doesn't miss these, and then she did. Davey out of the ruck, through fingertips. Oh, it's danger here. Parnham gets the ball up towards Bottrell James into dangerous areas here. Badenak caught with the footy, and the umpire circles and will ball it up.
I'm sure if you ask her after the game, she'll agree. I would.
Only 3 minutes to go in the term. As the breeze is really swirly here today. Macaulay, that's authoritative right there. Parnham gave a handball through for a rush behind.
Young Lions seem to be quite calm in the front goals there. They were in the last passage of play too.
I guess the reality is, oh, that's a great effort there by Leach. Parnham's got trouble here. She's got no support either as the cavalry finally arrives and we see a ball up. What an effort there.
I love a smother and I love a 1%er. That was terrific.
Gemma Leach. Let's take a look at it on the replay.
Worked
As
really
the ball
hard
comes
off
out the
that
back,
one.
here's a chance now for the Stackhead Curtis. Geez, they're peppering the goals.
They're hoping for reward there, but their efforts haven't quite hit the middle.
They're just taking a little too much on here, I reckon, the Lionesses. Like, oh dear, that one just snuck inside and missed kick there. So I just feel like they're trying a little too hard instead of playing the percentages maybe. Erin, is that how you see it?
Yeah, I agree. It's sort of, the game is composed a little bit now, but so they want to try and start playing their brand of footy, but they've got to work out what that is.
Macaulay out the back. Horn is tackled. You see a ball up.
The Magpies will want composure and intelligence to be playing here, but
Oh, whoever's got that balloon, can you jog on, please? Handball's over the top. Chance now, Middleton Miller with a fend off. Don't you love to see that? Bouncing ball. Smith, it sits in her hands. Through now come the Lionesses. Tomasa Corrie could have a shot from there. She's such a good kick. Parnham should gobble this one up first. Oh, no.
Great chase down tackle.
What a great tackle.
Great
Beautiful
tackle.
stuff by Clark.
terrific run down tackle that. That was excellent.
And it was well executed too.
It was. She was away, so you've got to nail that one.
Bottrell James, the human hyphen, from half-back, sends the ball out to centre wing. It was working okay for Molly Gardner, but now goes out of bounds. Is it a free kick, or will it be a boundary throw-in?
Called a throw-in.
So why is that a throw-in and not a free kick, that one?
Well, unless they thought someone had touched it, I didn't see it, but unless they thought someone had touched it, then it's not, but it should have been.
Okay. Rightio.
It's a tricky rule to officiate that one because it only exists in the women's game. So if you...
I like it personally.
Same. But if you're not always umpiring a women's game, it's a really hard one to get your head around, I would have thought, from the umpire's perspective.
So ball up at centre wing. Badnack and Macaulay do battle. Smith had Badnack right in the grill. Then dove on the footy, and we'll see another ball up. They'll be happy with this, Hutchins, because there goes the siren for quarter time. The Magpies from Claremont zip 3-3. Trail Hutchins at 1 zip 6. The only goal kicker for the quarter was Molly Crosby from the Hutchins Lions. How did you see it?
I thought it was a terrific quarter, particularly from the young Lions. I felt like they held majority of the play in their half of the ground and provided themselves reward for effort. Claremont later in that quarter ended up with more footy in their forward 50, but didn't actually, while they created options and opportunities, they haven't quite hit the scoreboard.
Let's take a look at the goal for the quarter. Here it is, Molly Crosby's goal in a grand final. An easy one in the end, but it was all set up by Maddie Blackman at the centre-half forward position a little bit before the goal was actually kicked.
It was, and their whole midfield sort of blocking it down and getting metre by metre and battling it, arm wrestling it down closer to give them that opportunity.
It was interesting to see at quarter time there that the Hutchins Lionesses all ran in. They ran in. They really made it an effort to get back to see Scott Harris, their coach, whereas the Claremont Magpies a little bit more lackadaisical about it, but that is their style, isn't it? They are confident, they are experienced, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and I think trusting their experience too. So they came off the ground, but they came off the ground in their lines. So they were able to come off and talk to each other about what they needed to fix too.
So the score here at quarter time is Hutchins 1 zip 6 leading the Magpies zip 3-3. I thought that they had opportunities, Claremont, but they couldn't capitalise, and that's clearly reflected in the scoreboard.
Absolutely. They certainly generated themselves some opportunities to hit the scoreboard in the big way, but a couple of sprayed kicks. Nat Daniels sprayed one to the left. They just need to capitalise on those opportunities. It's grand final day. They might not get a lot of them. So when they get them, they've got to capitalise.
I was here broadcasting with Triple M a little earlier, Erin, and I felt like the breeze was heading towards the mountain. Is that what you felt when you arrived?
It certainly feels like it, but it's North Hobart Oval, it does tend to swirl around, and we don't have the old sock anymore. I noticed that when I was here yesterday, that the old sock's not here anymore, so you can't work out what way it's going, but it does tend to swirl around. But early breezy's heading towards the mountain today.
Now, I didn't ask you your tip before the game, but I will ask you now. Now that you've seen them, now that they're settled a little more, what is your tip for this match?
My tip for this match is I think Claremont will come away with an undefeated season. However, I think it'll be extremely tight, and I think we're in for a really good game of footy.
Rightio. Well, better players that quarter. I thought that, of course, Rani Cavaretta in the middle was sensational. I thought Maddie Blackburn up front was excellent. Molly Garrett really riding Silky Daniels, that tight tag at full back. She was pretty good. I don't think the runners of Middleton, Miller and Crawford have got into the game just yet.
No, I think they're sort of not quite in and around. I thought Sophie Jones has had plenty of it though, so
she was next on my list.
She has certainly stepped up.
Yeah, and for Claremont, who do you think stepped up? For me, it was Katie Stanford putting in as always. I thought the stack hat and Nat Curtis was very good.
Same. I think Ashton's been in and around it. Ashton Saunders has been in and around it for a fair bit. And I thought Loz Johnston was pretty good too up on the wing.
And do you find, I know you're a coach, right? Do you find when you come and sit in the commentary box, which you've done gracefully for the last couple of years with me here in the broadcast, do you find that you watch the footy a bit closer, but because you're a coach, do you watch it equally as close when you're on the sidelines?
I think you're looking, when it's your own team, I think you're looking at different things. I love women's footy, so when I sort of watch a team that's not my own, I find myself going for everything and everyone.
Sure.
And even as a coach, I cheer a bit of footy, but I certainly as a coach look at the next passage of play, so often I can miss stuff in and around the contest because I'm looking at what's next, which can make doing this with YouTube's a bit tricky.
Yeah, so this is what I was saying, is that when I was playing footy, I didn't know what was going on. When I was a fan of footy, sitting on the sidelines, I would watch the footy, but it was mainly about the social aspect. Now I'm in the commentary box, I see a lot more. I see the play panning out. I try and get the names right. One player we missed in there was Kylie McCauley. I thought she's been sensational. She's been trying to give her on-ballers the first use of the footy, but it's been really well read. I'm not sure. I feel like Meg Purdon might actually have a job on Nat Smedley, and we probably missed her out as far as keeping Nat Smedley to only a couple of possessions.
Absolutely, and that's that unrewarded running tag type role that can go unnoticed.
Second quarter underway here at North Hobart Oval in the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property SFLW Div2 Grand Final as Purdon gets trapped with the footy. Now a chance for Badenack, sends the ball forward.
Similar start to the first quarter there, Tubes.
Peterson got the kick away. Now trying to trap the ball is Cavaretta. She's so good. Wheels around and sends the ball long. A little push in the back there. Chance for Purdon, but Corrie clearing the footy for the Magpies out towards the boundary. This will be a free kick.
That's a free kick.
To Hutchins.
Yes. So Alex Badenack's going to take that one. Beautiful long kick.
Ellie Badenack probably played the best game of football I've seen her play last week. She was absolutely sensational in horrible conditions as this one goes out of bounds, and it'll be a free kick to Johnston.
Yeah, Alex is just so versatile. She's a terrific ruck and a hard ruck, but then will float back to centre half back and just be a real hard force to kick it over. She reads the ball so well.
Cavaretta got it forward and a quick rush kick by the Lionesses. Oh dear, Curtis has tackled a player without the footy. So I think it'll be a free kick going the way of Maskell, and 52. Ooh. So a little bit of abuse there, umpire abuse. Can't have that.
No, costly in a grand final too.
And taking
Not a
it
very
way
big
down.
50.
No, they're taking it way down.
Way down. That's okay.
Gee, that's a fair 52. My goodness. So a chance here for Maskell.
Oh, and squared her up.
And squared her up too. Why not?
Oh, well.
Maybe it was a double 50.
Might have been.
From a tough spot as the breeze is swirling, it's through the middle for Maskell.
It's an early start. Within 2 minutes, kicking a goal when there's only been one kick so far. That's not a bad start.
Now the pressure comes back on Claremont.
Yeah,
because they'll be expected to be in front at this stage of the game, but
absolutely, and they'll have to have a chat around their discipline too. You can't afford 50-metre penalties in a grand final at North Hobart Oval. The ground's not that big, so you can't afford to give away a 50 here.
Well, there you go. Maskell's got 1. Hutchins have 2. And it's game on at North Hobart Oval. Macaulay and Badnack. Slipping over was Purdon. Macaulay gives it off, and now they're out. Smith clearing the ball. It's a similar replay to what we saw last time the goal got kicked. Now a chance for Penrose. She's tackled without the footy. It's Leach there who's on hands and knees as the breeze starts to pick up and the old wheelie bin downstairs is just floating away. At least that balloon's gone.
Yeah, that's handy.
Ball in. Or ball up, rather. Chance for Horn. She can't gather. Threw it away. Maskell's there. Johnston. Got into trouble, got the handball away. Swatted away by Cavaretta, and it's out of bounds for a ball in.
Good
Just
efforts.
inside the paint of 50.
Good efforts from the Lions there. They were outnumbered around the footy and still forced a stoppage. So that's quite good.
So we'll see a ball in. Badnack trying hard, Crawford. First time we've really called her name. Now it's a foot race. Out the back is Hollingsworth. She throws it on the boot. Smith at the right spot. Coming late there. Great defence work. It comes for Blackman, who kicks it forward towards Purdon. Purdon doing really well to keep the ball in front. Got a handball away. Quick rushed kick towards Horn. Horn's tackled by Cavaretta. Cavaretta kept running in his pair of school shoes too. And now a big tackle around the face.
Tackle.
It'll be a free kick to Clark.
That's that discipline piece. They have to be mindful of that stuff.
Clark's kick lands in the arm of Johnston. Johnston's short kick to Macaulay. Arriving late there was Clark. Could have got a handoff. Now Johnston with a handball, missed the mark. Johnson did well to get it to Macaulay. Macaulay's rushed kick inside forward 50. Who's at home? Lionesses have numbers around the footy. Oh, it's clever stuff though. Smith rushes one forward. Out comes Garrett to meet the footy. Her rushed kick will be okay for the moment at least. Peterson should gather, can't. Middleton Miller dives on it. Great work to get a 50-50. Now Jones gets smashed by Smith and a throw. So it'll be a free kick to the captain, Kelly Smith.
Tough footy in there. I thought the Hutchins girls worked really hard there, but the endless pressure and the desire to lock it in from Claremont.
Silky Daniels on a lead too, gets ignored. Parnham goes back and gives her a bit. I love Georgie Parnham. She's 16.
Just elite, isn't it? It's great to see these young girls.
Smith's kick goes out towards Daniels and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Claremont won't be real happy with that. While it's nice and deep, it's those opportunities they need to start capitalising on.
Well, you know, the breeze is right behind Kelly Smith there, so she might have thought that she was a chance, but unfortunately not. Now a chance rushed on the ball there for Curtis. Oh, it's hit the post. It's hit the post. Great work, 1,000 games of experience right there. No, it's a goal! Curtis gets the goal for Claremont. Their first goal comes at the 6-minute mark of the second term.
Terrific
and I'm
work.
looking forward to this. Let's look at the replay. Talk us through it, Erin.
It was terrific rucking there from Ashton, straight into Curtis's lap.
Oh, it might have bounced over the line. We might have to get... Oh, this is what I love.
Looks like it might have hit the umpire's leg.
It's hit the umpire's leg over there. It's a goal. It's a goal. They're calling touch. Get stuffed. It's a goal. Doesn't matter. Game on. We're back in the middle. Live. Now, how do Hutchins respond? Macaulay with a big tackle on Badnack. And we'll see a ball up.
Could be the start of Claremont's run here. They'll be up and about now.
Macaulay. I'll tell you what, she's been outstanding today, the Stackhead Curtis. Duffy rather. Oh, gets smashed! Oh, what a tackle from SFLW, Rachel Duffy.
It was a tremendous tackle, really hard at it, wrap around, drag to the ground.
Macaulay gets one over the top and a little bit of lip. It's against Smedley. Free kick for descent. Let's take a look at this tackle. Bang! How good's that?
Textbook tackle, that was terrific.
There's a bit in this right now.
And the last goal certainly fired both sides up. They're not happy. Hutchins girls are not happy. That wasn't a point. Claremont are happy that they're up and about.
Smedley off Crawford, gets a left foot kick. It's rushed forward. Now it's a kick to grass. Now comes Garrett. She's been good. She knows when to run off and when to stay back. Chance now for Leach. Leach's kick. Down towards Davey. Punch came from behind from Parnham. Oh! Execution right there of a beautiful bump. But they're all up and about. This is great footy. And we'll see a ball up right on the paint of 50. How good?
That bump from Ashton Saunders was massive.
This is why women's footy's so good, because they're crazy. Johnston tackled hard, threw it away, no. Saunders got it back, throw up, and it'll be a free kick to the Lionesses. Rani Cavaretta.
Good pressure there from Rani. A bit of that composure and just desire and want for it.
Cavaretta's kick is good. Finds Edwards. Edwards to a runner. In middle to Miller. Has a bounce. Why not? Keep running. Sell Candy. Doesn't. Gets met afterwards, and it's a downfield free kick. I'll tell you what, Midgley's upset about it, but you know who's fuming? The wet area.
One half. That half seems to be happy about it.
Middleton Miller's kick will work out okay. There's a few numbers here. Smedley got a handball away towards Davey. Davey collects and then just throws the handball out. Nicely done. Saunders collects beautifully and a long kick. Now it's a one-on-one. Watch Silky Daniels versus
Molly Garrett. 50 gamer Molly Garrett today too.
Oh, clever.
Well done, Molly.
Clever. Got a kick away just. It's only as far as Horn. Nice shepherd there by the stack hat in Curtis. Bending one around. Oh, Daniels came from a mile away. The Hutchins Lioness is working it out. Oh, big tackle and caught high.
Crikey.
So Purden will get the free kick. Curtis's tackle just slipped a little high. Purden's kick through the fingertips. Oh, I tell you what, it is absolutely game on here. There's a bit in it.
There's a bit happening. They certainly want it. Both teams want it. Both teams have the belief they can get it. So I feel like Hutchins might have a bit of a bigger belief at the minute.
The score is 2 goals straight, 12 to the Magpies. 1-3-9. Middleton Miller underneath the footy, can't get it away. Tomasa Corey did really well to shepherd for Stanford, who gets the ball forward to Leach. Leach wheels around onto the right boot, sends the ball along. Oh, all by herself, Curtis couldn't quite take the mark. Now a chance over the back, just got a handball away. Here's a chance for Silky Daniels. Game number 50 right behind her as Garrett gives it back to Curtis. She shrugged the tackle. Is this play on? It is. Purden off the ground, clearing the immediate danger. Out it comes towards Maskell. Purden kept going. Leach stripped her with a tackle. Umpire says it's a throw. Free kick going the way of Leach, I think.
Yeah, unlucky for Purden there. She worked really hard for that and really clever footy, but you got to get a fist to it.
How good's footy? How good is footy? I hate this time of year because footy's finishing soon. That's why I hate it, and that's a kick to nobody in particular except Penrose, who's all by herself. I love this time of year. I shouldn't say I hate it. I love it.
So do I.
Oh, I love it. Long kick out to the wing. Couldn't quite get there was Maskell, and now it will be a ball in.
What I really love is the showcase of women's footy for grand final day. I love that we play division after division and we play on the same day, and you can get around the whole lot of women's footy.
The league. It's a showcase.
Absolutely.
Out the back now for Blackman. Macaulay just threw it away. That's a chuck. And Macaulay knew it too. She just put her hand up and said, sorry about that. Yep, I'm not going to let chuck it. So I think that might be Jones. Oh, Tomasa Corey Only runs straight lines, Big Mussa.
Yeah, safe as houses too.
Do you know,
you back her in.
I ran after her today. She put the hood on. She snuck away and she said, "I'm not talking to you, Tubes."
She doesn't like to talk to you, does she, Tubes?
No, still love her though. She's brilliant.
She is.
Ruck contest won down by Edwards. Purdon on hands and knees. Stanford kept her feet and kept running. Left it now for Smedley, but then went and got it. Stole it out of her pocket. Parnham all by herself. Short
Couple
kick.
of lines in for the switch on this side.
There he is, Bottrell James wheels around quickly and sends the ball long. Oh, that's a good strong mark to Midgley.
It is. She's kept Daisy quiet. Daisy Murphy quiet so far.
Yes, she certainly has. Must have a job. Smedley now, all by herself, so not sure where Purdon, who's been in her pocket all morning, but the long kick from Smedley. Oh, it's dangerous. Silky Daniels, what a kick. So that kick has gone from the centre to about 30 metres out to Silky Daniels, right on a dime for a short kick is on to Davey. Got pushed off it by Parnham. Parnham's handball comes up to Bottrell James. Bottrell James kicked in hope. Now a chance for Duffy. Smedley's there as well. Got the handball up, did Duffy towards Smedley. Smedley on the right boot, kicks into a dangerous spot. Oh, the chaos ball inside forward 50. Garrett clearing it momentarily at least. And Macaulay stands with authority and throws the arm around.
Absolutely. That's a really strong mark there, backing into it.
Macaulay sends a little chip up towards the forwards. Oh, they're calling for a hold. Bridie Horn ducks past a few, throws it on the boot. Who's at home? In the Nat Daniels area, Saunders over the back. Chance towards goal, bang!
Handy goal there from Ashton. That was really good work. That started from Macaulay there up on that 50, taking that strong mark in a pack, backing into it, and then popping it not long and deep down into space.
Well, it was great work by Bridie Horn. It was a bit of a dangerous kick, wasn't it? And Saunders did so well. Maybe infringed upon Penrose, but the umpire thought not.
Yeah, just strong body there.
And then kicked it all the way to Newtown.
Loved it.
They've hit the front, Claremont. And you'd almost say that Hutchins have been dominating.
I would say so, particularly this quarter. I think Hutchins have had the run and the play and the belief, but they'll be asking themselves some tough questions now whether they actually can do this.
Pushed off the footy. Johnston. Badenack couldn't take the mark. Davey. Umpire finally says, "Give it to me, fellas. I'll ball it up."
Claremont are positioning better behind the stoppages now than they have all game. Like that.
Diving the footy was Badenack. Out it comes for Davey. Davey got a kick just. Cavaretta kept running. Smith pushed her off the footy. Gee, it's gone back to that contested stuff. Can I just say, yesterday I watched a game of football, commentated it, and it was horrible. I'm not going to say which game it was. I think people know that the reserves yesterday was hard to watch. This is entertaining. As we see a player over there, I think it's Rosinski, who's caught one in the schnout. As the game continues, Cavaretta will get there first. Davey diving on it, Smith, ball up here. Cavaretta caught one high a little bit later. Early, and Rosinski looks okay. She's just caught one in the mouth as the game goes on. Out it comes from Middleton Miller. She got a kick just. Someone needs to turn around and watch the footy. It's this player in Badenack. She missed the handball, but it comes up okay. Little rush kick off the ground by Bottrell James. Works all right, but it's going to be a stoppage here, I'd expect, as Crawford, they're letting the game go on. I like that.
Absolutely.
What are you seeing out there, Aaron? Anything happening?
Oh, I can see Claremont setting up better. I feel like Claremont's getting their sort of pieces in the right spot here, so we could start seeing a surge.
Cavaretta there, hit the contest really hard. Chasing after the footy is Maskell, and the kick goes long up the wing, and it'll be a free kick here going to Katie Stanford. There's one-on-ones around the ground, right? And I think that probably suits Hutchins a little bit more. There's no real player that's not got an opponent right in their pocket, and that's a good kick.
It's a great kick along the wing. Absolutely, Hutchins will back themselves in for their pace and tenacity at the footy. in a one-on-one contest for sure.
Out the ball pops. Was it a throw? It'll go the way of Hutchins, I believe. So a free kick going to Maskell, who's been busy this quarter.
Yeah, had plenty of it.
Claremont 2-3-15, lead Hutchins 2-12. Big fist from behind. Trying to kick it off the ground was Blackman. Bottrell James in there. And the ball up. I feel like Hutchins have been slightly in front, but it's just not a domination by any means as Smith gets held off the footy. Looks like Kelly Smith's been given the job on Rani Cavaretta, and just quietly, she's kept it pretty restricted.
Yeah, Rani's had a little bit of it, but not to the standard that Rani usually has.
And there it is, half-time here at North Hobart Oval. Hutchins, 2-12 trail, Claremont 2-3-15. Both goals for the Claremont Magpies came in that term to Ashton Saunders and Nat Curtis for the Hillville Lions. Molly Crosby has one and Sophia Maskell with the other. How did you see that term, Erin Shivers?
Oh, I felt like it was a bit more, well, on the scoreboard it was certainly more Claremont's way. However, that's certainly not how it played out from where I'm sitting. I feel like Hutchins had majority of that play. They were quite dominant in that quarter. But their brand is that lockdown brand and their willingness to kick long and kick into space and run on.
I'll tell you what, Gemma Leach came into it that term, and you know who else started to get her hands on the footy? Nat Smedley. She started to get her hands on the ball.
Yeah, and I wonder whether, because Purden still had plenty of it that quarter too, so I wonder whether there's been a change there, because they both didn't get a lot of it in the first, but then both started getting hold of it in the second. So I wonder whether there was been a bit of a tag change there.
Yeah, Nat Curtis looked really dangerous. Kylie McCauley, of course, giving her midfielders first run of the footy. For the Lions, well, I thought Mimosa Middleton-Miller started to come into it there a little more in that term. Sophia Maskell was very good. Maddie Blackman continued on her great work from the first term. Anyone else that sort of stands out from the Lionesses?
I thought Georgia Crawford started getting hold of it too. I thought we didn't call a lot of her in the first, but she started to get a little bit of it in the second. So, and Molly Garrett as fullback, she's backed herself in and running straight lines through the footy. She did very well.
Sophie Bottrell James as well came into it. It's halftime here in the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property SFLW Div2 Grand Finals. We see the young kids from the Oz Kick here at North Hobart running through their own banner. How good is that to see? That's
terrific, and there's so many of them out there, boys and girls. It just shows that footy in Tasmania is building and it's alive, and they're our next generation. Have a look at them.
Do you know what? I must give a shout out to the North Hobart Football Club, because they run an incredible Oz Kick program here. I'm lucky enough to be a part of it with my young fella Ray, who absolutely loves coming here to North Hobart Oval. They do a great job. Let's check out the highlights from the second quarter. So this was a recipient of a 50-metre penalty for dissent, with Sophia Maskell kicking the goal from directly in front. So a little bit of undisciplined stuff there from the Claremont Magpies, Erin.
Yeah, they just need to make sure they rein that discipline in. They need to make sure they're not giving away silly free kicks.
And then a miracle goal from Nat Curtis, who kicked the first goal for Hutchins, and then a bit of body work from Ashton Saunders, who's been one of the Mont's best.
Absolutely, her physicality so far in the first half has been terrific.
There were some big hits in that game. I'm sure we'll go back and take a look at those after the game, but it is halftime here in the Div 2 LJ Hooker Pinnacle property SFLW. My name's Tubes Taylor. I'm joined by Erin Shivers from the University Football Club. We'll bring you the second half of the action of the SFLW Grand Final for Div 2 in a few moments. Don't go anywhere. It's Claremont by 3 points at the moment. Welcome back. LJ Hooker, Pinnacle Property, SFLW Div2 Grand Final. It's a 3-point margin in favour of the team who I would have said were favourites. It's Tubes Taylor with you from Triple M Breakfast with Kaz and Tubes, joined in the commentary box by Aaron Shivers. Break down that first half for us, Aaron.
Geez, it was hot and contested. Both sides went in with the belief. Hutchins are going in hard. They're looking for those early clearances that kick into space and backing their players to run on, which we spoke about at the end of the second quarter. They're playing one-on-one footy and backing themselves in to beat their direct opponent.
Yeah, it was hot in the kitchen, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And Claremont are looking to use their structure and shape and experience to run over these young lions. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out firing to start this second half.
Fantastic job the umpires have done so far. Brilliantly done, including a bloke who's umpired over 1,000 or in his 1,000th game.
It's just incredible. And we don't have a game without the umpires, and we appreciate them so much.
Third quarter underway as Smedley gets it out and drives it forward, inside forward 50 for her Magpies. Kicked off the ground and clearing, but only as far as Macaulay. Macaulay gets called to play on Bottrell James. Push her in for the charge, and out they come. They attack in packs. And the umpire will ball it up.
The umpires are letting plenty go too, which is excellent for a grand final.
Love it. Macaulay in the ruck up against Cavaretta. Macaulay wins it down. Kicked off the ground there by the stack hat Curtis. And the umpire circles and says, give it to me. I'll ball it up.
They will be happy to win that first clearance.
Cavaretta wins it down, punched away, a little hand in it there, got Smith. Smith just stripped of it. She kept going, did Kelly Smith, got a handball up, trying to get it to Leach. Leach's kick didn't go anywhere. Cavaretta got a kick away. Saunders got it, Johnston rather, got it back towards a teammate, Corrie, and it goes out of bounds. The umpire circles and says, ball it in. No, free kick Hutchins.
In my mind,
yep,
that's a throw-in. That didn't look like a clean possession to me. It didn't look like a clean disposal. Should be a throw-in.
Rush kick down the line. Corrie isn't there at all. Johnson, oh, Daisy Murphy came in like a freight train, tackled across the line. That will be a throw-in.
It's hard stuff there by Daisy Murphy.
She's trying to bring herself into the game. Normally we expect to call her name quite a bit.
She's been a bit quiet in the first half, that's for sure.
Cavaretta read it best. Smith on her hammer. Quick kick was smothered. Maskell got the handball out. It's gobbled up here by Penrose. They're being bold, the Lionesses, that's for sure. Duffy across the top. Gee, there's carnage everywhere. Corrie got her hands on the footy. Got tackled hard. Now a chance for Jones. Jones gets tackled twice. The umpire says holding the footy.
She did take him on.
Stanford plays on with a quick towards Davey. Duffy. Oh, it's a rush kick and it works out okay as Jones sends the ball forward. Bouncing towards the Hutchins Lionesses goal. Oh, that's excellent work by the strong defence of Hollingsworth, who's been good. Middleton Miller got a kick away just. Macaulay wrapped up by Cavaretta. Couldn't take the mark there. Macaulay kicking off the ground, maybe dangerously, was Maskell. Here's a chance now for Curtis. Curtis scooped it back and the line beats her as we see a ball in.
Just so strong with her body work, Curtis. She's hard to knock off her line.
Boundary throw in. Cavaretta hit it straight to Smith. Smith got tackled by Cavaretta and the umpire circles and says no prior opportunity, ball it up. No score yet, 2-3-15. The Magpies lead the Lionesses 2-0-12. So it was a 3-point turnaround in that second, a 6-point turnaround in that second term in favour of the Magpies.
They managed to keep the Lions scoreless that term, I believe. Did they? No.
No, they got a goal.
Oh, they got the goal from the 50.
Macaulay scoops the handball out. Tackled hard was Clark, and the umpires pulled out a free kick for a hold. It'll go the way of Cavaretta. Look at that, straight black boots, and she plays on. She had some company. Long kick inside forward 50, going back with a flight. That was courageous. Here's a chance for Murphy. God, she's got to turn a toe. Pops it up to the top of the square, and coming out to meet it was Hollingsworth. She's quick.
She's quick. It's hard to catch Daisy. Once she gets on the run, she's good.
Long booming kick. And that one goes out of bounds. Will this be a throw-in? Yes. I guess the rule must be hard to judge, because if I'm here in the commentary box saying, will this be a throw-in, I don't know. Must be hard to officiate.
Absolutely.
Macaulay.
Smedley come up there with the limp too at the end of that contest.
Yeah, I did see that. Maybe a slight corky in the contest. Burrowing in, Curtis scoops the handball out. Oh, tackled hard there. Was Clark, and the umpire says ball up. 3 Magpies swooping. Normally Magpies don't swoop in Tasmania. And another stoppage here. So 5.5 minutes gone in the third term. It's still that 3-point margin in favour of Claremont. No real team's been able to assert their ascendancy just yet. Macaulay. Now a chance for Middleton Miller, who got a handball away just. Luckily, because Curtis was right on a hammer. She's played a great game.
She has. She's been everywhere, and she's done the hard stuff. It's not just attacking work. Her defensive pressure, like that tackle, chase down tackle there, has been excellent.
Macaulay wins it down. Looking for Horn through fingertips here. Nobody really wants the footy at the moment. Great tackle, Horn. And play on is the call. Leach got it forward, and it's out of bounds. Ball in. Off the boot of maybe a Magpie. I think we better throw it in. Common sense should prevail here. Let's just chuck it in. Yeah, I think it better go to Hutchins, he says. Oh, we'll back the boundary umpire here. Yep. All right. Good job. Maskell will take the free kick. Ball long towards Purdon. Push in the back. Umpires pulled out the free kick. It'll go to Meg Purdon.
Claremont with the numbers in the 50.
Oh, and almost the mark there to Crosby. Umpire circles and we'll ball it up. Just sense that Hutchins are trying their hardest to break this game apart, but they can't penetrate the defence. Macaulay with authority pushes the ball back.
The experience of Claremont down in their defensive 50 has really been standing up.
Well, you know, look at who you got down there. You got Bianca Hollingsworth. You've got Katie Stanford. You've got Tomasa Corrie.
Rachel Duffy.
They're no slouches.
Not at all. Not at all. And they read the play so beautifully.
Macaulay again. Got it back to Macaulay. Oh, just ride the bump. That's on the footy. You can ride one bump, you can't ride a most of Middleton Miller one. Long kick towards Corrie and Co. in the opposition's colour. Tomasa Corrie gives a handball off to Hollingsworth. Her rush kick going back. Cavaretta with a flight, courageous. Out it comes now. Crawford left it behind. Heard Curtis coming. Didn't have the footy. Scoopy handball comes out to Johnston. Now a long kick. Going back with a flight. Good stuff. It's all contested here. Threw it up. Umpire says play on. Nice tackle on Davey again. Beautiful stuff. Gee, Edwards did really well there.
Contested there. It was excellent. Desperation.
Long kick inside forward 50. And there is one of the stars of the competition, Katie Stanford, taking a mark at centre half back. Kelly Smith went back with a fly. Duffy ran into Middleton Miller. Handball came out. Now a chance for Jones as they rush the ball forward. Which way does this one bounce? It sets up okay for Hollingsworth. She got one high round the ponytail. So we'll get a free kick. You just feel like the dam's about to break, don't you? Hutchins trying their hardest, but if they can withstand this, Claremont might be able to just break the walls open. Crawford couldn't quite. Middleton Miller got a handball away into space. Who's coming through? Like a freight train came Curtis. And now the umpire circles and will ball it up. Just really on the edge of his seat type stuff.
Absolutely. The desperation from the Hutchins Lions is almost getting a little bit messy right now.
Gee, it's been good.
They're not quite hitting the targets that they were. The forwards aren't quite in front as they were, so they need to do a little bit of readjusting, I think.
Georgie Parnham pushes the ball out. Now chance for Cavaretto. She gets bumped off it by Hollingsworth, then shrugged the tackle, manages to get the right boot to it. Chance here as they go forward again. Tamasa Corrie, so clever and cool under pressure. Her kick will work out okay to Curtis. Curtis looks up. She's got Bridie Horn on a long lead. She got the pace to go here. No, she doesn't. She's got Leach streaming down. Ignored.
Plenty up through the middle if she needs to switch it across.
She ends up going towards Leach, who takes the mark and half forward. Long kick, inside forward 50 for maybe the first time. Nat Daniels, so clever, kicked into space. Gee, where does it bounce? Badnack through her fingertips. Oh, they've stayed in this. Badnack dives on the footy, umpire circles. Ball up.
A good option there from Nat Daniels, but all Lions.
I think that's ended up being okay, though.
It has. They've managed to lock it in there.
Davey did well. Here's a chance for Smedley. Smedley's met and tackled by Bottrell James. And the umpire's pulled out a free kick going to Smedley for a hold off the footy. I guess if she doesn't have possession, you're not allowed to grab her.
Absolutely. Carabrook medalist this year, Nat Smedley. She's had a ripper season. Runaway winner of that. So it'd be good to get her a goal in this grand final.
A sensational season. I think she polled 35 or 36 votes of a possible, it was ridiculous, of a possible 48.
Absolutely. Yeah, by the time you got to read out the last lot, Tube, she was a runaway winner. She couldn't have lost it from there.
To put the club up by 9 points, she's done it.
Terrific goal, well done.
Against the tide, that goal. And now the margin's out to 9 points. 11 and a half minutes gone in the third term. There's the goal. She was nonchalant about it, wasn't she?
She was.
Okay. Yep, we'll just go and get another premiership, thanks. High fives all round.
Certainly not how I'd celebrate a snag on the grand final day.
I'd be pumping
I'll be
it
up
up,
and about.
trying to get the crowd involved.
Pretty full wet area down there today, Tubes.
Yes. Back in the middle, Macaulay has been monstrous. That kick goes forward. Saunders gets it off to Smedley, who shrugs a tackle. Oh, she's come into the game now. Nat Smedley kicks it into grass. Molly Garrett's going to get there first. Oh, the ball just sits up for her, though. She's been good today, Molly Garrett. Handballs over the top, only as far as Watley. Garrett kept running. Now a chance for Penrose. Rushed kick. Goes to no one in particular. Is that a mark? No. Umpire says play on. Crawford just wrestles it out and then kicks it straight to Macaulay.
Looking a bit more Claremonty this quarter. Those nice kick to marks out into space.
Well, this last 5 minutes in particular has been all Claremont as it slips through the fingers of a few players there. Hence, ball comes out now to Edwards. Edwards rush kick. Stanford's there. Punches it away. No one really knows where the Sharon's gone. Stanford tackle without the footy. Macaulay. Purdon strips her of it. Out the back, kicked off the ground. Stanford's there again. Umpire's got to take control here and does.
Hutchins is still very desperate, but Claremont look composed and have the ability to hit targets and move the footy well.
Badnack got a kick, but not early enough for the umpire to say play on. It'll be a ball up. Can they bring themselves back into this game, Hutchins? It's slowly slipping away from them here, even despite them being dominant around the ground. Leach. Lottrell James. Let's take a look at the tackle that Smedley got the free kick. Yeah, she doesn't have the footy there. So the free kick was definitely there. It was well played by Nat Smedley to get power over the footy as Badnack is tackled by Smedley. She looks a little sore, Nat Smedley.
Yeah, she sort of came away from an early contest at the other end of the ground with a bit of a limp, so certainly hasn't affected her pace though. A couple of nice clearances out of the middle since that incident.
Curtis is wearing Cavaretta now, so it's an interesting contest to watch there. They've been dominant, both those players, as Badnack sends the ball out towards Stanford. Stays in just. Stanford could have probably kept it in there, but smartly decided to let it roll out and take the free kick.
It's that experience from those Claremont players.
Smedley, strong. Long kick. Badnack's got a hand all over that. Got a little hand in there to Brodie Horn. Horn's quick kick. Umpire's pulled out a free kick.
High tackle.
That's Sam Roberts out there umpiring. She had a little break from umpiring for a number of years. Her dad, Lindsay Roberts, the Beacon, one of the umpires of the TFUA. Good to have her back, but this time, that's a great kick through fingertips. Nat Daniels smart! Oh! Some little bit of silky magic. It should have been bashed over the line, but Nat Daniels always has her eye on that Clements minor 10 share, and that is opportunistic and brilliant.
Absolutely, that's what makes Silky Daniels just so special and so exciting to watch.
How good. Look at this, on my head. A little bit of falcon work, and doesn't she love it?
It's a terrific goal, that. A really important goal too, Tubes.
Margin now 15 points, which just pushes the game a little bit further away from the Hutchins Lionesses. It's Nat Daniels' 51st goal in the season.
She's had a terrific season.
Oh, how good's Nat Curtis been?
She's been
Daniels.
terrific.
Garrett's done a great job. Running back was Clark. Got a kick off the ground. Saunders tackled off the footy. It was a real collision there of everyone just getting involved. Bouncing ball over the top for Smith. Smith's kick is a good one to a dangerous area. Seems to be all Hutchins. Badnack can't get her on the first get. And now we'll see a ball up.
Yeah, backing into that hot spot, that's a perfect spot to kick it when you haven't got a clear kick in.
Davey. Smashed by Parnham. And illegally, according to the umpire. See a ball up.
Might be a bit far out for her. I don't reckon she's quite in range for this one. Her teammates are telling her to have a go though.
Davey sends it goalward. Garrett got her hands on the footy. Daniels, so clever, just threw it away. Smedley dropped it. Umpire called it footy free kick.
Did well there, the Lions defence.
And they've held on. So Claremont had a dominant quarter, kept Hutchins scoreless. They trail Hutchins 2-12 to Claremont 4-3-27. Goal kickers for the Magpies. Ashton Saunders, Nat Smedley, Nat Curtis all have one, and Nat Daniels with a little bit of silky magic at three-quarter time. It's Claremont by 15 points. 4-3-27. They lead 2-12. Let's take a look at the third quarter highlights, the premiership quarter, you might say. Nat Smedley got a free kick for hold, then just went back and banged it home and thought nothing of it.
Strolled on.
Oh, sorry, high fives for you.
Oh,
high
yeah.
fives for you. Yeah, give you another high five. And This is just
Look at
brilliant.
this goal.
Look at the falconry work. Off the noggin, down on the ground. Oh, she loves it, doesn't she?
Absolutely.
We love a bit of Silky Daniels. I had to chase her this morning when I interviewed her on Triple M Breakfast with Kaz and Tubes. Had to run after her. She was running away from me.
Very humble human, Nat Daniels.
She's a beauty. Now, how do these Lionesses come back into it?
They've got to shut down Macaulay, I think. Macaulay was dominant that quarter and rucking and gaining meterage straight from the centre taps. She was rucking into space and running through, giving the Magpies 15 metres towards their way. So they've got to work out how to stop her getting her hand on it first in the middle, I think.
Can I just say something about the Hutchins Lions right now? If you look at that pack that is forming around them, that is a club united behind their women's program and their men's program together. I love that. And from a club like Hutchins, who traditionally, of course, the Hutchins school is a male-only school, to see them embracing the female program is just wonderful for that community and that football club. And that's the standard for me.
Absolutely, that is the standard. And it's not just the men embracing the women embrace the men's program too. And we see that as part of an old scholars club. I certainly see them as the gold standard.
There he is, Scott Harris, just imploring his Lionesses to say, we've got one more chance here. There's nothing to lose, everything to gain. 1 quarter.
18 minutes, their best 18 minutes they need.
They've been good.
They've been excellent. They've been excellent. Kylie Macaulay had a terrific quarter. That I thought that quarter, backed up by Nat Curtis, that they've been dominant through the middle. And if they can manage to stop Claremont getting their first hands on it in the middle, they're in for a chance here, Hutchins. But they've got to bring something from that centre bounce and shut down Curtis, I think.
Stanford came into it that quarter too.
Absolutely.
She was excellent down back. Nat Smedley had a better term then, as well, obviously registering a goal. I thought Kelly Smith for Claremont was excellent. For the Lions, they sort of dropped off a little bit. They were very, very good in the first half of that third term.
Yes.
But then dropped away. I thought Maskell has been very, very good. Sophia Bottrell James, very good as well. But their midfielders sort of dropped out of it. We saw Middleton Miller get plenty of it in the early stages of that third term, but then dropped away. Molly Garrett has been so good on Nat Silky Daniels.
And that's such a big role to play today. Nat Daniels is, while she came second in the leading goal kickers, she is an elite full forward and one of the hardest players to play on. Her strength and her body work and the fact she just knows, we saw with her goal, she just knows where the goals are. That is a huge ask on any player, and I think Molly's doing a really good job down there.
Nat Daniels has got her name in the paper. She's kicked 1 goal, 1. But you expect more from someone like Nat Daniels, and I think that we haven't seen the most of Nat Daniels because of how well she's been worn. It's a great contest.
Absolutely, absolutely, and very different players, but Molly's so strong. Her body work's terrific. She backs herself in. She plays with no fear whatsoever. She wouldn't be intimidated by Silky Daniels down there today. She thinks that she can play on Silky, and she is.
Well, we're away. Oh, look at this. We've got some salmon delivered to us from the wonderful folks at Ewan. Thanks to George Callis. How good. Look at this. There it is right there. Ewan salmon on the barbecue. Well, there must be some being delivered down to the van. Oh, and a bottle of water too. How good is this? The SFL looking after us. We're away. Third final term of the SFLW Grand Final for Div 2 is underway. Which way does it go? Are we going north or are we going down to Sandy Bay? We'll find out shortly. Quick rush kick came out and she was pushed off the ball from Smedley. Kicking it off the ground, trying to get it away was Clark.
Magpies around the footy. Great tackle.
Tackle, holding the footy. And it's Leach.
Play on.
Sending the ball inside forward 50. Cavaretta's going to get there first. She's got Smedley to beat. Can't beat her. Play on was the call. Through the fingertips of Banyak. Through came Leach with a fist of fury. Smedley just jumped over the top, playing a bit of hurdles. Now a chance for Middleton Miller. She's got space. She can bounce the ball. Sends it long with an interesting torpedo. Lands in the arms of Blackman. Blackman's got a really open forward line. Who's at home? No one really. Big fist came from Holdingsworth. Bouncing ball over the top. They tried again. Blackman just trying hard and it's held up.
Those up and unders are hard to mark on those really clever back line.
This is a good salmon.
Yeah, it smells delicious. Pretty happy.
Punched away. Tackled hard there was Blackman. See a ball up. So they were 3 points up at half time. They're now 15 points up. So a 12-point gain in that term for the Magpies.
Stanford's really commanding her back line down there. Her last quarter was terrific.
Oh, she's been fantastic all season. As it comes out now for Jones. Smashed in a tackle by Curtis. Holding the footy.
Terrific tackle.
She's been brilliant. Gets
Absolutely.
a little punch in the head too from Kylie McCauley as she goes by and says, that's why you wear the helmet. Out wide. Johnston, who's been good. Oh dear, that one. This is the nature of the Clements Mitre 10 Sharon.
We love the bounce of the footy, don't we? We can never predict how it goes. Hutchins free kick there.
Kick inside forward 50. Oh, Tomasa Corrin. The cream rises to the top in these grand finals, and Hutchins just needs something, don't they? You can tell they've got talent. You can tell they're a young group. Baynet, pay the mark. Thank goodness for that. She held it for long enough. Wheels around. Sends the ball inside forward 50. Oh, Stanford. Oh, just cool as a cucumber too. Just having a little look around. Sending the ball wide. Curtis versus Jones. Umpire circles, ball in, right at centre wing.
Curtis is just all over it. She's got on a string at the minute. She's in and amongst it everywhere.
Yeah. It's game on though. Didn't have the footy, did Smedley. McCauley threw it over the top to Curtis. Come back with the flight, courageous. Here's a chance now for Horn. Horn gets tackled and got a handball away, only as far as Middleton Miller. Got the handball away. Gee, she reminds me of Patrick Cripps, the way she goes about her footy, just so strong over the footy. Cavarena got a foot in there. Oh my goodness gracious me, it was like a car accident, but everybody got up and walked away. Penrose got it back. Span into trouble there, did Clark. Chance now for Leach. Out the back, Smedley can't get a hold of it. Parnham tried hard. Davey got tackled around the ponytail. Umpire says play on. Smith gets it out. Now chances they get the ball forward. Garrett, well done.
Good crumbing work there by the back line.
Bottrell James got it away. Chance now for Johnston. She ducks into trouble, got the handball out to Curtis. Curtis's rush kick will work out okay.
Silky.
Oh, Silky Daniels just came through, said, get out of my way. And wraps the clenches around the Clements Mitre 10 Sharon. And she'll go back and have a shot on goal, and she loves it. Look at that. Here she comes, Silky Daniels. This is bread and butter for her.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm already marking it down. Silky Daniels. Oh my gosh.
Tubes.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Silky, I've done it twice. Leach scoops the ball back, looking for Bridie Horn. Diving on the footy was Parnham, and the umpire will circle and ball it up.
That's 2 calls from you, Tubes, for old Silky. She's not going to be very happy with you after the game. She certainly won't want to talk to you.
They never do. Down it comes Crawford. Smedley. Mimosa Middleton Miller. One of Triple M's favourites, given her initials.
Absolutely.
We'll see a ball up. Ball in, rather. Horn. Badnack. Handballs up only as far as Smedley. Smedley with a rush kick. It bounces up. Silky Daniels in the area, but it's rolling out of bounds.
They won't be happy with that. Pushing it deep into their forward 50. They'll be able to lock it in. Their wall and their back line are up. They look terrific to be able to lock it in there.
Well, Salmon's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks all right.
No, well, that's why I'm letting you
Yeah,
talk.
I know, you can.
Ball in. Badenack. Can't get it away. Horn. Got it off to Smedley. Smedley around the corner.
Oh.
No, just missed.
Looked very promising, that.
Through from behind. It's go time. Hutchins, Macaulay with a push in the back. Umpire says, no, no, no. Oh, dear. Turned around there. Did Ali Badenack and just ran into a nest of magpies.
Numbers around the footy, the Magpies.
Still one-on-one contests all around the ground. Badenack wins it down. Macaulay, though, went back and got it. Out it came for Johnston with her kick forward. Parnham with a rushed kick. Only as far as Johnston. Gathering the ball was Gardner. She gave it back towards Cavaretta. Cavaretta got pushed off the footy. Somehow the ball stays in. Curtis got it back to Johnston. Now a chance for Georgia Threlfall. She can't get a hold of it. The umpire circles and then we'll ball it up.
It's still hot when it's in the contest, isn't it? It hasn't, while Claremont have kicked away, it hasn't really broken up, has it?
Well, it's 16 points to margin, and halfway through the third term, you and I were talking about how the dam could bust open for Hutchins if they could just score. But the back six or back five of Claremont has just been outstanding. It's been impenetrable.
Yeah, they went up another notch in that third quarter, didn't they?
Can't even say the word impenetrable. Out it comes now. A chance for Saunders, who gets kicked or gets a kick away, but is pushed as she's kicked. Most of Middleton Miller has a bounce, then has to end up rushing a kick forward. Hollingsworth does really well, and this is just where they've been so good. Tomasa Corrie got it out as far as Johnston. Johnson, though, gets it off to Smedley. Smedley looks up. It's an open forward line, but there's a lot of lionesses down there, so she goes laterally out towards Curtis, who takes the mark on the paint of 50. She's too far out to score. There's a short lead from Davey. Kicked inside. Parnham. Miller got it up to Penrose. Kicked off the ground. Murphy. Pushes Lauren Johnson over and says, I think we'll get a stoppage here. 8:40 gone in the term. 9 minutes left.
That breeze is picking up again too, Tubes. So
Which direction?
I feel like it's blowing to the Argyle Street end.
Okay, so towards the Claremont end, if you like, the right of screen.
Yeah.
Handball came out from Watley. Davey. Macaulay. Smedley. Here's a chance for Nat Daniels. Handball's back. She's just been well warmed by Molly Garrett. Molly Garrett went in and likes it hard and tough. Almost has the jumper stripped off her. Saunders on hands and knees. We'll see a ball up. Out it comes for Parnham. Macaulay going back with the flight, couldn't get in the footy. Just panicked a little bit there, did the Lionesses, as this one stays in. Purden's there. Rather, it's not Purden at all. Apologies. Rush kick. Badenack couldn't quite take the mark. Curtis came hard. Handballed up towards Davey. Davey just threw it away, and the umpire says, yeah, you can't do that. It'll be a free kick to Georgie Parnham.
Close to the mark there.
Yeah, they've done that a bit today, the Lionesses, so hopefully they do go back and review the tape as Jones sends the ball long. And this one goes out of bounds in front of Daisy Murphy and rolls down Ride Street.
That'll be a free kick to Claremont there. Last touch rule. I think it's that desire to play on quickly, Tubes, from Hutchins, that at times they haven't given themselves enough space to get their kicks away nice and clean.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Like, you can see what they've tried to do. Their execution of those attempts has just been a little bit tough because the class of Claremont and the experience of Claremont has just not allowed them the space to have that mistake. You know, sometimes in women's footy you do have a little bit more time because of a slip up or a lack of concentration, but when you're playing against a team like Claremont, who have had so much experience and had an undefeated season, you don't get the extra time. So when you go to execute that stuff, it has to be on.
Absolutely, there's no space for error when you're playing against a side like Claremont. And what Hutchins want is they want those long kicks into space, and they want to back their forwards in to run forward, collect the footy and kick the goal like they did early in the game. But if you're not providing yourself space by pushing back off your mark quick enough and giving yourself space to get a longer kick in, you're not giving your forwards that opportunity.
Middleton Miller's handball was untoward and ended up in the arms of Smedley. Smedley's kick works out okay. A chance now for Leach. Clever touch there from Johnson up to Curtis. Curtis is tagged without the footy. And the umpire says, yep, you're right, Tubes. It'll be a free kick to Curtis.
Gosh, she's had just a ripper game, hasn't she? Good tackle there by Rani. Well held up.
So we've got a ball up. We've got 5.5 minutes of the SFLW LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property Grand Final for Div 2. And you think that the cup is going north to the northern suburbs. Claremont Football Club as it comes in towards Daniels. She just rode the front position beautifully.
That'll be mine, thank you very much, she said.
Gobbles it up, whacks the mouth guard and the bra.
Yep.
And ducks back to have a shot on goal.
And a terrific kick in there by Loz Johnston. Just popped it right into the spot where Nat wants it. She was 2-on-1, still come away with it. She lines up.
Spinning the ball in the typical Nat Daniels way. Oh, dear. I'll stop marking these Nat Daniels goals. Or get himself an erasable pen. Short kick is on. Cavaretta. They're not going to give up. Hutchins Lions, very proud football club. Nice mark taken by Badenack. Couldn't quite actually. And then through came Mimosa Middleton Miller, who just bounced straight past Tomasa Corrie. Kick inside forward 50. A chance here if Ella Ross can get a hold of it. She shrugs past one. Oh, there might be a little bit of a breath in the Hutchins Lionesses. She's got one. Ella Ross, the first score since the second quarter for the Hutchins Lionesses, and the margin is back to 11 points.
That was terrific there from Middleton Miller. She just backed herself in, took a bounce under pressure, in and amongst the crowd, in amongst Magpies. It's that kick in long to allow their forwards to run on, provide their space, back themselves in and kick those running goals, which is perfect. That's the game plan that they want to play. That's how they started the game, and that was a terrific goal from them.
Is there a chance?
Look, it's 2 goals, Tubes.
2 goals straight.
3.5 minutes to go.
We'll put them in front. 3 minutes to go. They need a fast break out of the middle. They need their midfield of Badenack, Crawford, Middleton Miller and Cavaretta stand up, but this player, she's been in the way all day in Kylie McCauley.
Yeah, she's been dominant in there, hasn't she?
She's getting up with a smile too. That's what I love about Kylie. Badenack out of the ruck, couldn't quite get it away. Smith trying hard. Crawford there on hands and knees too. Out it comes towards Badenack. She's jumped on by Curtis. Ball up. Holding the footy. Free kick. Going to Curtis.
Yeah, Kylie ended up with a nasty injury early in the season too. So for her to come back and be playing so well today is a really great story as well.
Wow, I didn't know that. What happened there?
She did a knee in a practice game against the University Rainbows. And she's worked hard to get herself fit and get herself back and has been dominant today.
Out the ball comes Parnham.
Smedley, good smother.
Kept running. Smedley, desperate, dove on it. Scooped it in. Might be in trouble here if she can't get it out. Umpire's given those many times in the past, and circles, and we'll ball it up. Maybe some rain expected for the Div 1 Grand Final that's coming up shortly. So see the ball work forward. Oh, she's in everything, Curtis. Cavaretta. They need a quick goal here, but I don't think there's enough time for the Hutchins Lionesses. Kicked off the ground by Visser. Corrie trying to get involved. Now a chance for Cavaretta. Has a bounce. Why not? Looks up. Kicks it into space. No one there. Stanford's going to get there first. She's a seasoned campaigner. Kicks it to grass. Now a chance for Johnston. Sending the ball long. And it'll be rightful that Curtis gathers on the wing. Sells some candy past Badenack. Sends the ball inside forward 50. Horn came hard. Davey. It's not Davey at all, apologies. It is actually Kate Follow. Badenack. And there's Nat Smedley, the Cara Brook medalist. And Silky Daniels runs into another goal.
Oh!
Silky knows! Silky knows! It matters not for the result, but Silky got caught. They'll be watching this on the replay and they'll say, Tubes, you put the mockers on her all day, and I think Silky just put it on herself there as Parnham gets the handball away. And we will see a ball up, so nothing left in this game. It'll be a Claremont back-to-back. Let's take a look at the Silky Daniels issue. Oh, hello.
Run-down tackle's terrific.
By Clark, brilliant. And there's the siren. Your 2024 LJ Hooker Pinnacle property. SFLW Div2 premiers for season 2024 are the Claremont Magpies. A great game of footy, Erin Shivers.
Oh, a terrific game of footy, and it sums up the season that both teams have had. That Hutchins Lions played so well. They were confident, they were hard at it, they were physical, they did everything they could to get that game across the line. It just came down to that composure and that level bit of experience that Claremont have over the Hutchins Lions today to really get hold of it. The back five were terrific for Claremont in the second half, as was Curtis and Smedley and Macaulay in the middle. Particularly in that second half is where they really got hold of the game.
It's an 11-point victory in favour of the team that went undefeated. They were outstanding all season and rightfully are your premiers for Div 2 in 2024 of the SFLW. The Magpies 4-5-29 defeat Hutchins 3-zip-18. Oh, we got the song. There is Rachel Duffy.
Lauren Johnston.
Lauren Johnston, an outstanding season for her. Goal kickers for the Magpies, Ashton Saunders, Nat Smedley, Nat Curtis and Silky Daniels. For the Lions, it was Molly Crosby, Ella Ross and Sophia Maskell. Who's your best on field?
Jeez. I really enjoyed Nat Curtis's game today. I think she did the 1% of stuff. She didn't just attack the footy. Her defensive pressure was outstanding. She was in and amongst it. And I feel like she alongside Kylie Macaulay took control in that middle in the second half and actually lifted her side and provided them opportunities.
Right, I'm going to go down boundary side. I should be able to keep talking to you, Erin Shivers. You should be able to hear me throughout the broadcast, but I'm going to go downstairs to try and catch up with some of the players from the Claremont Magpies. What a game of footy it was.
Congratulations to the Claremont Football Club.
It's a terrific game of
Please
footy.
stay tuned
A
for
real
the
showcase of
presentation.
women's footy, and in particular Div 2. While it's not the Division 1 Premier League division, it's a really hard, in and under, physical brand of footy that's exciting to watch. It's inclusive, it's fun, and it's some really good footy. And I think both sides today really demonstrated that.
No, it was a great game. Have you got me there?
Just.
Okay, I'll keep going then, because we are down on the field now as we walk out. I'll just have a quick chat. We'll go and see who we can find out in the middle. A real family affair down here, Shiv.
Yeah, absolutely. And both sides have got a really big crowd, but Claremont are certainly a family club, and there's plenty of kids, plenty of partners, plenty of loved ones in and around those Claremont Magpies today.
Let's go out here. I've got Kelly Smith. Tomasa Corey just running away from me. Come here, Kel. An unbelievable game of footy. The Lionesses really came at you there.
We knew they would. Look, it was such a good game, and credit to them. They really did give it everything until the last minute, and it was a great final to play in. It was good.
Kylie McCauley through the middle was absolutely outstanding. Nat Curtis set the tone around the contests. Is that what you felt happened from your perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we know that everything starts with the midfield, and so it was just our goal to make sure that we got it out of there, and everyone did a really good job. And yeah, we'd be lost without Kylie. She's unreal.
To go back to back at the Claremont Magpies, what does that mean to you, and what does it mean to the club?
It's so good, Tubes. I don't actually really even have words for it, but I'm so proud of my girls and really happy.
That's amazing. Let the emotion out. Congratulations, Kelly Smith. Back-to-back premiers. Well done.
Thanks, Tubes.
There we go. That is Kelly Smith from the Claremont Magpies. Let's try and find someone else for the broadcast. We'll go and see Rachel Duffy over here. Rachel Duffy, I've found you, yes. What does that mean to you?
It means everything, Tubes. Absolutely everything. This team, this group of people, this club, they're just, they're one of a kind, and we're a family.
Your comeback from a pretty horrific injury earlier in the season, what have you had to do to get back on the last day in September?
Everything, everything. Sitting out there watching the girls train, physio, work, I've been grinding away behind the scenes just to make sure I could try and get back if I could. But, what a group, what a team.
Kylie McCauley in the middle was outstanding. Nat Curtis again around the contest, she was outstanding.
They're absolute stars out there, they're smart footy players, and they really dig the heels in when they needed to and lifted that team, our team, sorry.
Silky Daniels as well up forward, always provides a target. What was going on with her shoe though today?
Oh, I don't know if she polished it enough in the change room this morning, or if she had enough banana in her. So she usually has a banana before the game, so maybe she didn't have too much, but she still gave it all she got out there, and she really is a dominant forward out there.
What happens tonight?
Anything and everything.
Well, there we go. Rachel Duffy, congratulations. Back-to-back premiers for you too.
Thanks, Tubes.
Let's go and have a look and see who else we can find over here. I will head across to the presentations now with Caitlin Barry, the Master of Ceremonies.
Welcome everyone here to North Hobart Oval and the presentations for the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property Division 2 SFLW Grand Final. Could you please put your hands together for both teams, the Claremont Magpies and the Hutchins Lionesses. A fantastic spectacle, a well-fought game and some tough conditions, so congratulations to both teams on outstanding seasons and an outstanding game today. I'd now like to invite forward Russell Young to present the umpires' medals for today's match. Russell's ahead of me and he's already done it, so thank you to today's umpires. Well done, Russell, always on the ball. I'd now like to invite forward Jodie Mather to present the Best on Ground medal. The Jodie Mather medal today goes to number 25, Nat Curtis. I'd now like to invite forward the captain of the Claremont Magpies. Please welcome Kelly Smith to say a few words. great match today. Of course, Hutchins, competitors all year. I'm sure you'd like to say a few words about their season to start off with.
Yeah, absolutely well done, girls. You've obviously only been, playing for 4 years now, and you've been in 2 grand finals, and you absolutely gave it today, so you should all be very proud of yourselves. Well done.
And of course, your girls been dominant for quite a few years now. Some, well, let's call them veterans in amongst there, some mums in there as well. How big a effort is this from them this year?
Oh, look, it's amazing. We knew coming off the back of last year that we really wanted to have a good season again, and we've worked hard all year, and it's just came together today, and we're very happy.
Now, we know we've sprung this interview on you, so I'll wrap it up. How big will the celebrations be?
Oh, look, anyone who knows our girls know we can party, so we'll get into it.
Kelly, don't go too far away. We are going to present the medals, and I'd like to invite forward Simon Parsons from LJ Hooker to present the medals today. The trophy is the responsibility of David O'Byrne, and Gemma Hutchinson and Jeff Hamilton from LJ Hooker have got the caps. So, without further ado, let's bring forward number 1, Bridie Horn. Number 2, Madeline Visser. Number 3, Kylie McCauley. Number 10, Rachel Duffy. Number 15, Ashton Saunders. Number 17, Georgia Threlfall. Number 19, Lauren Johnston. Number 21, Nat Smedley. Number 22, Sarah Midgley. Number 25, Nat Curtis. Number 26, Taisha Rosinski. Number 27, Genevieve Peterson. Number 28, Tamasa Corrie. Katie Stanford. Number 32, Kate Follows. Number 33, Gemma Leach. Number 34, Montana Ward. Number 37, Bianca Hollingsworth. Reagan Davey. Number 43, Nat Daniels. '45, Madeline Waitley. emergencies today, 11, Nikisha Grimsey. Number 14, Stevie Trifford. She'll get hers later. Number 35, Nat Downton. And the captain, Kelly Smith. Commiserations once again to the Hutchins girls. I'm sure Scott and the girls will come back bigger and better than ever, but for now it is the celebrations for the Claremont Magpies, and I'd like to invite forward Cameron Duffy to collect the trophy from David O'Byrne, as well as with Kelly Smith. Your 2024 Division 2 LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property Premiers, the Glenorchy Magpies. Come on in, girls.
Well, there they are, your premiers for season 2024 in the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property SFLW. It's your Claremont Magpies going back to back. It's a Magpie masterpiece, back to back. As they celebrate, I think Nat Curtis was a deserving winner of the Best On Field medal. As they look to sing the song on the ground. Get in there, cameraman, get in there. Well, there you go. They'll celebrate out at Abbotsfield tonight. Don't you worry about that. What I love about it is that they are a family affair at the Claremont Magpies. My name's Tubes Taylor. A shout out to, of course, Erin Shivers, my co-commentator, Andrew Harcourt and the team at Creative Imagery, who have done a wonderful job today bringing you the pictures around the grounds. But there you go, your premiers for season 2024 in LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property SFLW Div2 are the Claremont Magpies. Until next time, my name's Tubes Taylor. We'll catch you at the footy.